It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with magic.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown and leg.
Quez Watkins
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 15 now. Hurts. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Stiff-armed him. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Eagles 14, Rams 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, LA. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that's really established some confidence in him to run this offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll hit Mostert again here. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles! Raheem Mostert, 34 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And the Rams at 11-3 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
2nd down and 3. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A give up the middle to Akers. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. An extra point by Gain is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now. I wanted to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On third down, here comes Mostert.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 16.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Leonard Floyd. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Fielded at the 43. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Going right back to Akers.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The tight end in motion right.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, Hurts. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 30. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On the give, this is Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A give, running right is Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get spunked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 44, Hurts over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 35, Rams 24. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Slot man moves right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he is going to have the Rams first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Throwing is Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here?